I think one of the most interesting stories going into this season is how the Jaguars are going to utilize Travis Hunter. I know it came out that he's going to be wide receiver 1 and I think second string cornerback. I don't know if that means that he's just not going to get any burn at the cornerback position. I do know that this is a okay defense with Josh Hines Allen and Jordan. Like they have some people, but I want to it. Every video, every clip that we have gotten from this team, and let alone from Travis Hunter, has been exceptional. So I expect him to be their best player. You have Eric Armstead. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm going to talk about this more with C.J. Stroud. Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm going to put into perspective C.J. Stroud's year last year. I'm looking solely at Trevor Lawrence. When does patience run out? When do you need to start showing signs of improvement? I know he had that incredible comeback against the Chargers in the playoffs. What, 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago? And I understand that if you just look at talent, Trevor Lawrence is an incredible talent. But kind of like, and I'll talk about this obviously when I talk about the AFC West, but kind of like we talk about with Justin Herbert, at what point is we know Trevor Lawrence is a good player, but he has nothing to show for that outside of that one win in the playoffs. I'm not saying that he needs to do a deep playoff run, but it's just like you have Travis Etienne, like I'm looking at this roster, and at least defensively, it has promise. You have Brian Thomas Jr., who was incredible last year, who could have competed for the Rookie of the Year if it wasn't for other, he was kind of on the same level as Malik Neighbors. Probably Malik Neighbors was a little better. I'm just looking, and when does the patience run out? When does the and again, I'm gonna talk about this more when I talk about Justin Herbert. But when do we stop? When are we going to stop judging these quarterbacks on potential? When they've been, how long has it been? 5 years? When Trevor Lawrence has been in the league for 5 years. Like, yes, I think Travis Hunter is going to be the story of this year. But I think an underlining story is, can Liam Cohen, the head coach, what can they do with this team? And that starts with Trevor Lawrence. Duval. What are we doing? How many times are you going to be looked at as a top-tier quarterback, or for some people, a top 10 quarterback, yet you have nothing to show for it? Again, I think the best thing that happened to Trevor Lawrence this year is getting someone like Travis Hunter, who is a walking attention magnet in a good way. Not saying he's in a great way because of just how talented he is. Everyone is going to be focused on him, and if he's going to be the first player to solely play both sides of the ball, that's his job, is to be both sides of the ball. Is he going to be the first player to do that? Especially in the grueling NFL, you don't see that too often. So all the attention is going to be on Travis Hunter. And I think it's going to take away from the fact of when I look at their schedule, they have a tough schedule. They got to go with the Chiefs. They got to go against the Chargers, the Rams. It's going to be tough. So I think the attention that Travis Hunter is going to get is going to take away from the fact that I believe that the Jaguars can underachieve. And there has been nothing that I've seen from Trevor Lawrence to say that he is improving. And that, as a person that was one of the most highly recruited and highly evaluated players going into the draft ever, the fact of you're 5 years in and have one playoff win to your name, I didn't say it's Super Bowl. I don't respect that. Like you don't. I get it. There's top tier quarterbacks that's never been to a Super Bowl, but you have one playoff win, which I always think it's interesting. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. But we'll see. I think it's gonna come down to this team and the Texans as the best team in the division, but that's because I feel like they have arguably the best two quarterbacks in the division, and on top of that, I would say the best roster in this division is probably the Texans, and the number two would be the Colts. But the Colts are dealing with some quarterback issues, so I am interested to see what this season looks like from the Jaguars, man. Because if they get off to a bad start, which they very well could, when you see that their first 3 games is against, let me see, their first 4 games. Let's say that. 5 games. Their first 5 games is against, all right, it's the Panthers. Cool. But then you got Joe Burrow, C.J. Stroud, Brock Purdy, and the 49ers, and the Chiefs.
Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.